And 2 months ago, I believe it was, Dick Callahan, representing that group, gave a presentation to this audience, and I'm sure many of you were here. Chief Roberts was at that same meeting, and he took exception to some of the points, and at least thought they required some elaboration. So rather than extending that meeting and trying to get into the points, we thought it'd be much better to invite Chief Roberts to actually come in and give a presentation. Now, I did ask Dick to give me a list of maybe 4 or 5 of his key points that he made. This doesn't mean that Dave agrees with these, but these were the things he said, and might jog your memory if you have the meeting. He said the average EDH firefighter makes a total compensation of $202,000. Now, that's not how much money he sees. That includes the pension cost and health costs. According to Dick's numbers, the money they receive is somewhere around $135,000, $140,000 a year. And that was for the 2012-2013 budget. He claims the EDH fire budget with 4 stations is twice as high as Granite Bay, which has 5 stations. The next point was that the fire, pension, and health funds are unfunded by more than $13 million. Then he made the point that firefighters can retire at age 50 or older at years of service times 3% of salary, plus they get lifetime family health and dental coverage and cost of living. And 3% of salary, I think that means if you work 33 years, you must retire at full salary. Is that right?
90%.
Okay. And then he said our district reserves have decreased by $4.8 million over the past 3 budget years because the fire board has had to go into the reserves. And the reserves are interesting. The fire budget's total budget's in $15–16 million a year range, and 3 years ago the reserves were like around 20 million. So I mean that's pretty high. Most people think of reserves as maybe 5 or 10% of your budget. But in fact, when I first saw it, I said, well, even my wife doesn't need a reserve that big. So anyways, we're here to ask Dave to make a presentation. I'll just give you a brief bio. He's a 28-year resident of El Dorado Hills. And he worked in the high-tech industry for 15 years and then moved over in the fire department. He became a volunteer in 1988 and a firefighter in 1994. And in his career, he has held all the positions, including being a paramedic. He was appointed the chief